Okay, with the winning screen, the filmmaker of Heal avec Delphine played at the Wild Sound Festival. It's a documentary. It's actually a kind of like a series, right? This is the first episode of a series that you're
Yeah,
doing.
this is the pilot. This is the pilot episode of the series. Yeah.
Have you made more episodes since this you have?
Yeah, I have. Actually, we have the second episode is already finished and we sent it for the Tribeca Festival. So they asked for exclusivity, but it's already out. And now we're filming the third episode.
Got you're in the third episode. So where can people
Yes.
watch it?
So right now you can not watch it because it's only on the festival and we
Yeah,
have to keep exclusivity and because I'm looking for distribution and
gotcha.
producer to keep, doing the project and they like when it's, exclusive. So right now it's unlisted.
All right, so let's talk about the docuseries. So it's about individuals navigating life after cancer. So basically, from an emotional, physical, from the it's not just the patient itself. It's also the caretakers, the family who suffers trauma. So that's what your series is about. So there's a lot of topics, a lot of universal topics. A lot of people have gone through this before. So I think it's a very interesting episode, and it's doing well in the festival circuit. It's getting all kinds of awards too, right?
Yeah, I won 15 awards in 5 months. And it's really I've been to the festival in June and people came out like crying because it's real story, right? It's
Mhm.
authentic. So it's real people. I receive people from all over the world. So when I found like a story like really powerful, I'm just ask the person if she will be willing to share her story and yeah, the journey begin. I heal them not just physically, like you mentioned. They're cancer survivor, but there is also alopecia, anxiety, trichotillomania. So it's like you mentioned, family support, everyone is involved. And you can see on the episode we really connect with them and we want to make sure they feel comfortable because they never been in front of the camera. Everything is unscripted. So they don't know. Of course, I told them we're gonna go to the atelier, and then at the end, I make a surprise because I create the deep connection. And before any episode, I'm meeting the people via Zoom, and we talk about their life, what they're going through, and also what their dream is. You know,
Yeah.
and Susanna, the episode you watch, and it's on a festival right now. She's a yoga teacher, and she used to go to India every year. And she is metastatic cancer, so she's gonna have cancer all her life. It's difficult for her to travel, so I made the surprise to bring her to the biggest temple in US. And when she came, she was like, wow, crying. And, it felt like she went back to India. And it's what's about the project to really help people to feel good physically, but also emotionally, to have this sense of since normal, right? Because you're sick, you have chemo, you're on a medicine all the time. And when they come here, they just tell me their story and what they're going through. And it's just amazing how we can create this connection. And, I'm really compassionate and empathize. So I'm we're crying. All the crew were crying. It's
Yeah.
just so sensitive. It's, 20 million of people suffering of cancer. I mean, this is the number are so high. So there is really something about sharing the real story and make people feel they are not alone. There is
Yeah.
something to feel better. There is a solution. Yeah, when you have chemo, you're losing your hair, right? And most of people, believe or not, they don't know they're going to lose their eyebrow and their eyelashes.
Eyebrows. Yeah.
Eyebrows and eyebrows from your face. Eyebrow is from your
Yeah.
eyes. When you lose your eyebrow, can you imagine yourself when you look at the mirror without eyebrow? What it looks
Yeah.
like, right?
And they never grow in properly. That's what I've learned. So
This is also something. When they grow back, they
it's
don't
never
grow
the
back.
same.
No, it's never the same.
So I just want to mention that this is part of your this is part of your brand. This is kind of like an on kind of continuing of your brand. So if you go to your website, delphineeyebrowcouture.com. It's about your started this company about emotional healing, about
Yes.
and kind of bringing back the beauty in the person after cancer treatment, correct?
Correct. Cancer treatment, but also I mentioned when they're suffering of anxiety, they have trichomania, so they pull their eyebrow. And they're
Yeah,
not conscious of that. They pull their hair, their eyebrows, their eyelashes sometimes. So when they come here, they just talk, they're telling me like what they're going through. And I'm able to give them a sense of normalcy. Because when you're going somewhere and you don't have eyebrow, you look,
yeah,
tired or sick. It was my also why I'm like able to feel that because I didn't have eyebrow. I'm from family with no eyebrow. So all my life till my 37 years old, believe or not, I didn't have any eyebrow. So no frame around your eyes. And it felt like people say, you okay? You look like tired. You look like, when you didn't have makeup. So you
mm,
understand about how people look at you, the mirror of like, the population when they look at you. You don't want to feel sick. You don't want to feel like the center of like someone look at you is like, wow, poor girl, what she's going through. No, people want to live their life, want to be part of the society and have
yeah.
like, have a conversation like you saw on the episode. Susanna wants just to have a normal conversation without to talk about her chemotherapy. You know, it's just
Instead
a
of
part of
paying attention to the physicality, like there people are we live in a vanity obsessed world, let's just be honest, right? And if
definitely.
somebody doesn't look like normal, then they're yeah, I understand where you're so how long have you been doing this business? When did you start this business?
So I started here in New York in 2021. So since 2021, I have a network here with surgeons and dermatologists that they send me their also their patient to help them to recover and to feel their self again. It's really about enhance because I don't do transformation trend, like you mentioned, Instagram filter, AI, all this stuff. It's not me. It's more about authenticity and bring back who they are, bring back like their self-esteem and their self-love. So when I show the mirror, this is like the big thing. When I show the mirror, they feel like you can feel emotion and they're crying. It's the healing can start. It's really that. It's really about like how to feel about yourself. And it's really like helping people feel like you feel amazing because you feel their pain, you feel their struggle. It's really I'm so blessed to have my passion be able to work. And then from all this, my experience, daily experience, the people I meet here, I did this docuseries, like you
So
said.
that's the curious. So you started your company in 2021, and then you created this docuseries. When did you decide to jump into the filmmaking world or the docuseries world and make a film?
2 years ago, I mean, a friend of mine was saying, like, everything you do, it's magic. Everything you do, like, the world should be able to know about you. And I was like, oh, little by little. And then, I got featured on different magazines, Vogue, Group, etc. So I got really, like, known. But then it was something, like, missing. Okay, I don't want to be, like, fashion industry. I want to feel like people know me, like, for restoration, for make them
Mhm.
feel good and their self again. So this person say, "Oh, I saw like a show, a TV show. Oh, I see yourself like you can do this type of thing." I said, "I never thought about that." And then I'm not in this industry, but I start to do a casting. So I did an announce, on my Instagram and people start to apply. And
Yeah.
then I saw the potential. And then I did the casting with the production company. But you have to find someone who is aligned with who you are and your vision, right? I don't want be like scripted. I won't be unscripted. I won't feel like the person be like respect about her story and her life. So it took me a while. It took me almost 8 months to like build the candidate, the right candidate, the production.
Yeah.
And then finally we did it and he went amazing. He went straight away. My first festival, I won an award. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I couldn't believe.
Did you have any experience making movies before this film?
No, never. No, I was in modeling industry before. So I
Yeah.
was behind the camera. I was like, wearing clothes.
Yeah.
be pretty and that's it. But I never been like filmmaker or anything. So for me, it was a challenge because you don't know, right? And everything I self found everything. So, it's only me. So that's why today, if I can find a partner, if I can find someone who can share the same vision,
Yeah.
it will be amazing because the first season can be alive and I can start, maybe like a TV show where I can meet people and I can also, it's not about me. It's about all of you. It's about all the people who are suffering. It's about the message I want to spread. It's about like not to feel alone, about deep connection that people feel like, wow, I want to watch this series because I feel like it's authentic. It's me. It's also a part of my story. Yeah, I'm dealing with chemo. Yes, I'm pulling my eyebrow and nobody knows because usually most of people, it's a shame. They like just don't want to be around people because it's a shame to pull the eyebrow from anxiety or
Yeah.
being, diagnosed with alopecia. You don't have any hair. You feel also same way. No, it's not a shame. I want to say to these people, you're not, you're not sick. You're a hero. You're going to heal. You're going to feel better. You are
Yeah.
a hero. So to be part of this project or just to watch this episode, people feel like, wow, okay, I'm not sick. I'm a hero. I'm gonna get through that. I'm gonna create like, a self of normal scene. I'm not sick. It's really about that.
Okay, so tell because it's a nice production design, some really great editing, some nice cinematography. So if you had no experience, how did you pull it off? Like I'm assuming you brought in you met some fine talented people to help you out.
You're gonna laugh. You ready for that?
Yeah.
So the person who did this episode, uh, he was not experienced at all. He does wedding for years. He does only wedding. And when I proposed him this project, it was a challenge for him, for
Okay.
me. Nobody, were really experienced, but he has the sense of sensitivity. Like I mentioned, he was crying with me when Susanna was saying her story.
Yeah.
And then we brought someone a little bit more experienced with light and everyone from France,
Yeah.
who Matteo is amazing. So Florian and Matteo is a team of two people who does everything. They do filming, they do editing, and in few days, believe it or not, I'm going to Paris to film another scene for like the trailer to include like there and there to really finish the project.
Awesome.
But they are amazing. Like I mentioned, we are all new and we just have the heart and the passion to like make this project happen that we're just working hard. We're just like, we believe on our talent and we want to make sure like it's authentic, it's nothing like made up or anything.
Okay, so then when you started did you write a script? Because it kind of has a really nice, because you introduce yourself, introduce what you're about, and then you bring in patients that you've helped out, and then you bring in these stories. So there's a nice through line, and it kind of shows your docuseries where it can go. So how did you write your own script? Like how did you prep that before you started filming? How did you prep?
So I wrote the format. The format, it's like, like with four parts. Because before this episode with Susanna, I had another episode with six people in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And I present that to some people and they say, oh, wow, I would love to know more about this person. It was only 5 minutes by people. And it was more like commercial than just like telling story. Of
yeah,
course, it was the same format. They come here, I help them, they look at the mirror, they feel great, happy. But it was like just 5 minutes by person. And from the comments I had, I'm like, okay, let's do only one or two person maximum by episode. And then you figure out that the people have so much to tell, so much to share that I won't really focus on one person at a time. So from that, I did the format. So yes, I have a format where I meet the person, where we do an activities together to create a deep connection. Then they come at the atelier, the reveal with the mirror, and at the end, the surprise where they feel like amazing. So this is a format that I wrote, but inside all the contents, it's just unscripted. It's
yeah.
unscripted.
So you created that's great that you created that formula. Did you watch previous docuseries and or like shows that kind of figure out what the formulas were for certain shows?
You know what? I don't have TV and I don't watch any show. So this
Okay.
is the thing. I start to watching show like a couple months ago. And I did figure out I took the positive and the negative of each show I was watching.
Hmm.
And of course the show was like, with some common things with my show
Yeah.
that I want to. And I was like, oh, this thing is too long, or this thing is good, or this thing is great. And then I did like my own recipe and all this format, and it works really well because look, I mean, everyone respond really good about the series.
So you have a great screen presence in the film, and what makes me laugh is that I know it's a film about cancer patients, etc., but you're always smiling. Even there's that scene where the yoga instructor scene where she's like moving your body and like different parts, and you just have this huge smile on your face. It's like, okay, I found that entertaining. Is that you have this kind of positivity presence, and I think it's a good contrast to what the story is about.
Yeah, and you know what? Like here, right? I'm always smiling. It's like really like I don't know. I love life. I love to like, talking to people. I love
Yeah.
people. And it's really like about positivity. When people come to me, they don't want me to feel sorry or pity about
Mhm.
their state. They want to feel good. They want to feel normal.
Yeah.
So I'm listening. So I really believe the healing starts when you've been seen the way you are, when you've been listened, your own story without to be interrupted every 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then when you've been restored, every single touch I do on them, they feel like revealed. And this is something that, like, I learned from all my years of experience, that every life I touch, they change something, it
Yeah.
changed. And I always say, this is something funny, new eyebrows, new beginning, and
No,
people
that's
feel
the
like, yeah.
100% the theme of your docu-series is the first episode at least is that it's about like not pity about somewhat what someone has gone through. It's about okay, you've done this, thank God, and you survived, you made it. Let's let rebirth. It's almost like a rebirth. It's like a new beginning, right? And it's all about positivity. It's not about like, oh, poor you. It's about let's make you the person that you're supposed to be.
Exactly. It is exactly that. Like Susanna mentioned, like, like thank you for restore my beauty.
Yeah,
She likes herself. She doesn't want to be someone else. She just want to be her. So like it's not about beauty. It's about how you feel about yourself.
100%.
And I want to make sure this docuseries doesn't feel like, oh, it's another docuseries about beauty, whatever. It's not about that. It's totally wrong. It's really about healing, about helping people, about sharing authentic and real story. It's really about that. It's not like, again, it's not about me, who I was or who I am. It's about me able to connect with the person, able to give my positivity and my smile. And I bring smile to people. Can you imagine if you meet someone who is like, yes, oh, okay, oh, it should be, oh no, I'm sure it's not easy, right? Oh, and I say, you know what, Susanna, we're gonna do yoga. I want to do yoga with you. I want like you to teach me something
Mhm.
about, who you are. I want like share more moment. And I met her husband, partner, who is just amazing.
He's in
He
the
had
film.
cancer.
Yeah, yeah,
He's on a film. He had
yeah.
cancer, and he's going through that with her, but so positive. He said he has to enjoy every single day, because they don't know about tomorrow or in 1 week. She can go to the emergency room, you know, anytime. So this is
Mhm.
the thing, and they want to enjoy life. And this is really about this docuseries about enjoying who you are and about live the moment and helping people, helping your neighbor, helping. You don't know what people are going through. Yeah, they don't have hair, they don't have something, but they want maybe have a chat around a coffee about like the new movies. They want maybe have a walk in the park. They don't
Yeah.
want like talk about their chemotherapy or whatever, or their like disease. Yeah.
So then is every episode going to be about a different person in every episode?
Yes,
Okay.
every episode is a different person. And I'm just gonna mention something about the episode who's coming. Is on a exclusivity now on the Tribeca Festival. But what she said, the second episode, she was saying like crying at the end. She said, I don't want to leave. You make me live a dream for like a couple of days. I don't want to leave you guys. And she said, The eyebrow are great, but I love ice cream. The ice cream was the connection I had with you guys, and the topic is the eyebrow. I love my eyebrow, but I love you guys more. And then she
Yeah.
was crying, and it's just like, and all the crew were crying. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing what we were able to connect and to create in just a couple of days. The person, and it's a French team, so they don't speak a lot of English, believe or not. It's something also funny that you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh. So the second person and Susanna, so they speak English, right?
Yeah.
But they were able to connect, even if the crew didn't speak English. And she
Yeah.
said, you can feel like just they're so warm, so welcome, so like feel like, wow, she's so pretty, or it's like making joke together. A normal scene. She spent a normal moment with some random people that she never met before. And when she left, she was crying because she lived them. She lived me too. I'm going to see her soon, actually, to do a follow up. And I want to keep also, I'm keep in touch with all of them to make sure, like, if they need something about, if they need more touch, if they need, they're always welcome to come back, because it's not
Mhm.
just for the series that I'm doing that. It's really about to make them feel good. And
Yeah.
this is what's about the project.
I like how you just like this, like you picking your crew as well, where you're like, they're what they you saw potential in what they're capable of. They haven't achieved that potential yet, but there you kind of sense that as a producer, as a business person, that's where they can go. And it's also almost a metaphor for these subjects that you're in your film, right? Where like they're rebirthing, but then they have ways they can go. It's almost like you made the film and you picked your crew just like the people that you're documenting.
It's exactly that. And I really feel about, I'm not like, a producer who has 10 years of, experience, but what I feel, I have a great intuition, believe it
Yeah.
or not. It's like, the people, I can feel the people, I can feel them. And Florian, when he told me, look, Delphine, once I don't speak English. Two, I never did any docuseries. I'm a wedding photographer and filmmaker. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, it's going to be, because at the beginning, he was contacting me for my Instagram. So nothing to do. I said, look, my Instagram is fine, but I have this project. And you were about to say, like, you say, oh, wow. And from that, he did start to like educate himself about cancer. He started to watch like documentary, and he started to know more and more about cancer. It was amazing. And then every time we had a call, he was saying like, oh, Delphine, I saw this, I saw this. I was like, it's going to work. This guy is going to work because he won't make it work. It's not just someone who did the same thing over and over again. He's going to innovate and create something different that you can see on the TV. And I watched some show like since couple months, and what I can say is missing something. Missing one, the connection with the candidate, and second, the authenticity. Why? Because people wants to be perfect. He
Yeah.
wants to appear too perfect on the camera. I don't want any makeup or just blow dry. I'm just who I am. And I want the person in front of me feel like I connect because she's pretty the way you are. And I'm good the way I am. I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
So it's about that too. Show people how you can connect and to feel them the way they are. And if you feel like, if you're like, on suit and like tight and everything, people doesn't feel comfortable. They won't make, feel like, and same thing. I like who I am and I'm comfortable with who I am. So this is also something powerful for the docuseries, because I'm someone who is authentic, and if I want laugh, I laugh, and whatever how I appear in front of the camera, I have a lot of backstage funny video and photography about me, because I'm kind of like whatever.
Yeah. I have one last point I want to make. By the way, great documentary. I wish you the best of success with it, with the
Thank you.
distribution. I hope it does well. It's a really great series, and these people, you got presence. You got that kind of like it's not like kind of like a reality show, but it's in that kind of information reality show mix, but it's got a certain twist to it. So,
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank
congratulations.
you so much,
I just
Matthew.
want to
Thank
ask
you.
you, so you're an official eyebrow expert though, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Look how crazy my eyebrows are. What can I do
And
to
you know
fix it?
what? I was about, I'm
Yeah.
like focused on eyebrow, and I try
Yeah.
to focus on what I'm going to
Yeah.
say, but your eyebrow looks awesome.
Or what?
They look
Oh,
awesome.
they're
I
awesome.
mean,
Come on.
eyebrow is gold, hair is gold. Oh, the unibrow, you can remove few
Oh
here
yeah,
just to
it's
give
getting
some
there.
shape.
I get rid of it, but it's like it's the older you get, the more hair comes your way, right?
Oh, really? No, the more you get, the less hair you get.
No, the hair
Careful about
comes in
that.
different, like it comes off the top, and it
Oh,
goes in the ears, it goes in the unibrow, it goes like you know what I mean? It goes in different places.
different places, but not where you want them to be. This is
Yeah.
the thing. So keep them the way they are. Just remove a little bit here,
Okay. Yeah.
and you look great. No, you look
I
great,
think my
Matthew.
my my wife on our first date, I think she was transfixed by my eyebrows. I think that's a true story. So
You see?
yeah.
Eyebrow
Okay.
are
So don't
powerful.
fix, don't change anything. Just basically make sure the unibrow is maintained on a daily basis.
Oh my gosh, but not too much, huh?
Yeah.
Keep
So
them.
you're probably the world's like expert of eyebrows. Probably like you're probably the eyebrow expert of the world, right?
I mean, I'm pretty good. And I love that. I love hair. I love, to structure. I love shaping. I'm really oriented details. So I love to make it like imperfectly perfect.
Okay. Well, congratulations on the film. I wish you the best of success. Thanks for submitting the
Thank you.
festival. And keep in touch. Let me know how it goes, and let know so how we can help in any way.
I will. Thank you so much, Matthew,
Thank
for
you.
your time. Thank you.